Welcome back to Design Bundle's YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal, and today we are going to sublimate some coffee mugs. Today I'm going to be using the Cricut blanks, but you could definitely use whatever sublimation blank mugs you would like. I'm also going to be using the Cricut Mug Press, and I have already printed out my designs. So these are the designs I'm using today. I'm going to pick a couple of these to show you guys how amazing they are. Now all of these are with the Plus membership for 1+ credit right now, and I mean, look at how super cute these are. I really love the patterned footballs as well as the helmet, and then these would be some really fun ones for dad. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a couple of those. Like I said, I even printed these all on one sheet. I did this with my Sawgrass SG-1000. You can also do it with your SG-500, and you can also do this with your Epson printers. I did this right there in the print manager, so I just loaded them all on one sheet by sizing them down. And then you can also do that, like I said, with your Epson. This is really helpful because you're not wasting paper. So I just went ahead and figured out what size I would like and then just sized them all down. And I believe I did at least 3 inches wide or high. So I've got a pair of scissors here to cut down my designs. I've got an eyeglass little cloth here to clean up. You can use rubbing alcohol and things like that. And then I've also got some parchment paper already trimmed down to add as well. So, and then I've also got some heat transfer tape. Now you can use a paper trimmer or a pair of scissors to cut this down. Before we get started, let's go ahead and turn on our mug press. Now with the Cricut Mug Press, you simply just need to turn it on and close it when you're ready. When the machine is heated up, the light will turn green. So it's red right now, and then you're gonna have your dots. So this goes for around 5 minutes. Now, if you are using your mug press, you can also do that, but you're gonna need to change your temp and time. So let's go ahead and get these mugs prepped up. All right, so let's go ahead and start with cutting these down. So normally I use a paper trimmer, but today I'm just gonna show you guys a pair of scissors. I like to switch it up from time to time. The thing about a paper trimmer is you are gonna get more of a straight edge to follow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these down to size, and I'll kind of remove a little bit of the excess, just leaving myself enough room for the tape. Now, like I said, I'm not using all of these today. I'm just gonna show you guys a few of these, but I wanna do a mixture between, you know, whether you're mom or dad, aunt, or anything like that. So you guys let me know down below if you guys are ready for football season. What have you guys been making? Are you making t-shirts, signs? What are you making? Now, if you guys want to follow along with this week, we'll have some of the videos linked above and down below, so you guys can definitely go back and check those out. All right, so let's go ahead and prep our mugs. What we're going to go ahead and do is take a clean cloth. Basically, you just want a cloth that's not going to leave any sort of lint. So like the eyeglass cloths are perfect. We get these with our cell phone, the glasses that you get that you put on your cell phone. Hang on to them and throw them in your craft room for things like this. You can definitely use some rubbing alcohol along with this. And another thing is a microfiber cloth would be great. So what you're simply just doing is removing those oils from your mug. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same process for the other two. One of the first things that you want to figure out right away is what side of the mug is the design going to go on. If I'm right-handed, I want it on this side of the mug. If I'm left-handed, I'm going to want it on this side of the mug. So that's one thing that you want to note right away. Now I'm going to show you as well. So say, for example, with this cute little hat right here for the helmet, if you will, I can definitely take this one and we can place it on the back side. And I'm going to do that so I can show you the front and back of one of these. And then we're going to go ahead and show one that would be perfect for dad, as well as one of these really cute floral ones right here. And I think I'm going to go with this one. So I'm going to go ahead and set the other two out of the way. Let's go ahead and start with the mug that we're going to do double-sided. So say, for example, I hold my mug in the right side, so I want my front here. So my front design is going to be this helmet. So what we need to do is go ahead and line this up. Now what you can do to kind of help this mug stay straight, find yourself something like, for example, my tape dispenser is going to be perfect for this. Sometimes the back handles of your scissors, you could roll up a wash rag and things like that to help stabilize it. So now a question I get all the time is about this tape dispenser. I'll have it linked down below. You can get them from Amazon, you know, Office Depot, and Staples and things like that. This is made by Scotch. As you guys can see here, it's perfect. You can clip it on the side of your desk. But like I said, I'll have one linked down below for y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna tape down our design. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this helmet here. Obviously we need our tape, so let me go ahead and grab this back really quick. I'm gonna go ahead and grab me off a couple pieces of tape, so that way I don't have to worry about it in just a second. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of stick these on the side of my table, and then we'll put that tape dispenser right back. All right, so our mug is already wiped, we're ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and line this up right about here. I think this is gonna look great. Just trying to make sure it's nice and straight. And then I'm going to tape it down. So whenever it comes to your designs, make sure there's no, no opening. So say I don't want to put it on there with this. You want to make sure it's nice and flat. So you're going to pull nice and taut. So you don't want to pull super tight where you rip it off the other side. You just want to make sure that there is no gap underneath. All right, so let's go ahead and flip it over and let's get the other side. All right, so we're going to take our tape here and we're going to get this one. We want to make sure that your design is face up. Always double check yourself. And then we're going to get one on one side and then pull once again and tape. So you should see no gaps underneath those. Now you can definitely just put it in your mug press like this, but I always like to protect myself. So I'll cut down this parchment paper like this. I'm going to take 2 pieces of tape, just like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape on both sides. So I'm just going to kind of wrap this around my design. And what this is going to do is protect my mug press. So just in case those inks seep through the paper, I haven't had any issues, but I definitely don't want to ruin my mug press when this is literally just pennies. So this one is ready for the mug press. The mug press has beeped, so let's go ahead and drop it in. Once your light has turned green like so, we're simply just going to go ahead and drop our mug inside. So I'm just going to go ahead and very gently get this down in here. You want to have it nice and even. And then we're just going to go ahead and press. So there is lights on top, like I said. And as you go through, once this hits a whole minute, it'll go on to number 2, so on and so forth. So let's go back over here and prep up the rest of our mugs. All right, so while we're waiting on that, we can go ahead and work on our next mug. So say, for example, Dad has the left hand. I'm going to put his on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and get over here. This time I'm going to prep myself early and get my couple pieces of tape out here. So now we're going to go ahead and tape down this one. Once again, make sure your design is face up. Always make sure before you get started as well that you did mirror, because trust me from experience, I have sublimated mugs when I did not mirror my design. So I'm going to go ahead and tape both sides. Once again, I'm making sure there is no gap under my paper. Looks nice and smooth. Now when it comes to the one-sided ones, I don't need to wrap the entire mug. I can simply cut this down to size, and then we can take 2 pieces of tape once again. I just want to cover that paper basically, so that way if any ink seeps through, I don't have to worry about it. Looks good. This mug's ready. I'm going to set it aside. All right, so we are ready to remove this from our mug press. We're just going to go ahead and lift this up very carefully because the mug is super duper hot. And now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to slide our next mug down. And remember, this one is just one-sided, so I'm just going to go ahead and slide that down very carefully and close it. So we're going to let this one cool down for just a little bit, and then once it does, we'll peel it. Now this is not 100% cool. You definitely want to let it cool down. If you don't, that's okay too, but definitely make sure you protect yourself with some heat gloves, because remember, this thing is like 400 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm very carefully, I'm just going to get me a corner here and tear. So there you guys go with the front. How super cute are those colors? So let's go ahead and flip it around for the back. And there you guys have it. How cool is that? I really love the way this came out. So don't feel like you have to just do one design on the front or even just the full mug wraps. You can definitely do 2 different designs. These are totally 2 different designs, one on the back and one on the front. Now, once again, if you guys are a Plus member, these are only $1+ credit. So I highly recommend that you guys check that out. So let's go ahead and set this aside and check out the other ones. Here is the last two mugs. Look at how pretty these colors are. This floral combo on this football is absolutely adorable. I think it would be really cute to put your son's numbers on the back, so like number 23 or something like that. I think that would be really, really cool. Perfect gifts for Christmas as well. This would be a great gift for anybody that is a football fan. So there is that one. And then as you guys can see, this one for dad, this would be perfect for dad. It's just a basic cup and it looks great. Once again, all of these are 1+ credit right now, so you can't beat this. Definitely go add these to your list. Super cute design. And then once again, here's using two different designs, front and back, with the helmet as well as the cute little saying on the back. I think these came out absolutely adorable. You guys let me know down below which one is your favorite, and let me know if you guys already have downloaded this design. So stay tuned, as we've got a whole week to cover with our football theme. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.